Hi everyone, welcome to your Fit and Feel Good 10-minute ab workout. My name's Hannah and I'm going to be taking you through 5 exercises with 3 rounds to strengthen your core muscles. Before we start today, if you've got any injuries or illnesses that you're concerned about, then please make sure you've spoken to your GP before you take part in any exercise. Today you're going to need a mat and plenty of space around you. Let's get warmed up. So we're going to circle our arms forward just to loosen through the shoulders. And circling back. Try to make them as big as you can. And we're going to take our arms in and out to open up through the chest and the back. We're going to take it into a twist, so just shifting your weight side and side, loosening through the centre. Start to bring your knees in so you can make the circles a little bit bigger. You're going to bring your feet in, hands either side, and we're just going to lean one way and then the other way to warm up through the obliques. Good. We're going to stretch over to one side, hold it here for a moment. Same thing on the other side. We're going to go again, but this time reaching just a little bit further. One more time on this side. Good, and bring it in. We're going to clasp the hands together, rotate through the wrists. We're going to be putting a little bit of pressure on them in those plank positions, so I want to make sure they are nice and warm. Going to take one hand in front, pull the fingers back so we can stretch out through the wrists. Going to do the same thing on the other side. And shaking out the arms. Let's get stuck in. So we've got 5 exercises, 30 seconds of work with 10 seconds rest. Let's begin. So we're going to start in a plank position, hands underneath your shoulders, lifting yourself up, and we're going to go into some mountain climbers. So taking it in turns to drive one knee towards the chest, keeping your hips nice and low and level to the floor. You don't want to be pushing away from your hands. You want to keep your chest on top of your hands. Good, 10 more seconds. And next exercise, we're going to take it onto our back, tucking the pelvis underneath, starting with your knees and arms in. And then what we're going to do is extend out, bringing it back in again. So as you extend, you want to make sure you're pushing your lower back into the mat. We're not arching. And you're sucking your belly button into your spine. Only take your legs as far out as your back is pressing into the floor. This one's all about control, so you don't want to go too quick on this one. Good, and rest. Going to take the feet down, planting through the heels, arms either side of the head, elbows nice and wide. We're just going to go into a top half crunch. So we're going to lift up and lower down. So it's not a big sit up, it's a smaller movement. Belly button into spine. Just peeling your shoulders off the floor. Good, hold it for a moment at the top before you roll back down into the mat. I'm going to be relaxing through the neck and through the shoulders. Good, and rest. We're going to work a little bit more on that crunch position, but this time we're going to do a bit more of a sit up, and we're taking our opposite hand to our opposite leg. So we're going to lift up, toe touch, lower down, lift up, toe touch, lower down. So we're getting that sit up in, but also getting a little bit of a rotation through those core muscles. Keeping the chest open. Got 8 more seconds. And rest. Good. Final exercise, we're going to take it onto our front. Now this one is a little bit tricky, so it's all about that control. We're finding a plank position, and we're going to take opposite hand, opposite leg up, and lower down. Bracing through the belly, opposite hand, opposite leg, and lower down. So take it slow and controlled, remembering to keep your chest on top of your hands and your hips square to the floor. Good. Rest and relax there. So we're going to go again, back into those mountain climbers, racing the knees in. Set yourself up and let's go. So scooping through the centre to protect that lower back. See if we can speed things up just a little bit to lift the heart rate and build a little bit more of a sweat. Good, onto our backs. So starting with the knees in, pushing the back down, bringing the arms in, and we're going to go into our extensions. So extend out, bring it in. Even if you just find that 45-degree angle, that is fine. You want to be feeling a pull in the upper and the lower abdominal muscles. And rest, good. Planting the feet, tucking the pelvis underneath, elbows nice and wide. We're going to go into that crunch. So belly button in, lift up, lower down, slow. Lift up, hold, lower, slow. Try to keep your elbows as wide as you can and try not to pull up through your neck. Let all the work happen from the core first. And rest, brilliant. Take a breather, then we're going to go into our single leg sit up. And ready, let's go. 30 seconds on, lift and touch, lower down, touch, lower down. Halfway, keep it up. And rest. Last one, onto our fronts. We've got that Superman plank. If you find it too hard on your toes, what you can do is the same thing, but with your knees down. So there's a couple of options there for you, depending on your fitness level. So really trying to focus on that balance and that control. Take a rest, take a breather. Got one more round through. Let's see if we can go a little bit bigger and a little bit quicker. Okay, mountain climbers, let's go. Racing the knees in. Do not push away from your hands. Halfway. Try and keep your neck nice and long. Whew, onto our backs. Set yourself up strong. Arms in, knees in, and then extend, pull back in. Keep breathing. Suck the belly button in. Excellent. Feet down. Reset the pelvis. Arms nice and wide into that crunch. Set up and ready. Let's go. Lift and lower. Keep the chest wide. Keep relaxing your neck. Couple more. Good, and rest. Take a breather into our single leg sit-ups. And ready, let's go. Lift up strong. Halfway, let's keep going. And into our last exercise, we're going to go into your Superman plank. Roll the shoulders, set yourself up. And ready, let's go. Last exercise, 30 seconds on. Core engaged, body nice and square. Ten more seconds. And rest. Good. Shake it out. We're just going to finish off with a bit of a cool down and a stretch. So we're going to start with your child's pose position, pushing your hips back, lengthening your arms in front, and sending your forehead to the floor. Hold it here. And then we're going to take our body to the floor, push away, lifting up through the chest, stretching out those abdominal muscles. Then I'm going to sit down, crossing the legs, taking one hand to the side, reaching over as far as you can, but making sure both hips are connected to the floor. And same thing on the other side. I'm going to take our opposite hand to opposite knee, twisting round but lifting up through the chest. Same thing on the other side. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for your Fit and Feel Good 10-minute ab workout.